Hey, what's up? Hi, how's it going?
Going good, yeah, buddy.
Hi.
I was doing the opening act for you.
I know. I'm sorry for the delay. I was 30 because I'm playing with my. I had to leave them. The crows are taking care of them now. But that's fine. Crows are very good nannies,
I thought
as we discovered from Game of Thrones.
between the pigeons and the crows, who's better?
Dude, listen, okay. I mean, now that you've got me started on one of my favorite topics of all time, okay. You know what? I've thought about this for a very long time about crows and pigeons. Which of them I like less, right? You know what I like about crows is that crows are just blatant assholes, right? I'm allowed to abuse on this. I probably shouldn't because you've had like reputed people here. I don't think Shashi Tharoor ever started like in the first three sentences he just said asshole. You know what with crows? It's like they just come and they're like, "Ah," and they're just like,
He said similar things, but in a language that people didn't understand. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, sorry.
I don't like pigeons. Yeah, I mean, if I was to allow anyone to take care of my kids, I think I would prefer crows over pigeons for sure. I think because with crows, you know where you stand, right? Crows are like, hey, we are manipulative and we're just going to take your shit and fly off, and every morning we'll wake you up if you give us bread even once. And like, ah! Pigeons are just like, they're just irritating. They're just like there all the time and not exactly. It's like East India comedy is a pigeon and I'm a crow.
I see what you did there. But listen,
Just continuing my.
I need to formally introduce you at the start of the show, yeah. This is a must, okay?
Yeah.
So let me do this 1 second introduction. This guy has one of the most beautiful surnames in the country. Because it's so unique that I've only seen two people having that surname. One is a guy called Rishabh, and the second is a guy called Saurabh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the third cousin of Rishabh Pant on this show. We have none other than Saurabh Pant. So welcome to Kuch To Karo Na, Saurabh Pant.
It's called Kuch To Karo Na. Wow, dude. Jesus, that is so erotic. That is really Kuch To Karo Na. You know what? It's still, you know what? While I'm trolling my fellow comedians, might as well also troll Veer Das, who has a show called Corona Veer. And I mean, you know, oh, by the way, I just want to mention this to a lot of people who are young and don't understand this. The only comedians I make fun of are comedians I like and I'm friends with. So I keep making fun of East India comedy because they are my closest friends in comedy. And the feud that is happening right now is also with my closest friends because that's the whole intention. So I'm just clarifying that before you start tweeting shit.
The video has become viral, and my first question to you is the nation wants to know. And at 9 p.m. he may also call you and ask you the same question, saying, was it actually a feud or what actually happened?
Listen, I'll leave it to people's intellect to try and figure out whether it's an actual feud and whether you actually believe. Okay, and let me tell you the timeline of events. Okay, I released a video accusing East India Comedy of Kunal Rao, who's a chartered accountant, of stealing money from East India Comedy, of Sahil Shah being an intern throwing coffee on my laptop, of Azim Bharatwala writing misogynist and sexist articles, of Atul Khatri hacking into my computer and stealing my jokes, of Sapan Verma slapping interns, of Angad Singh Ranial not having a degree from NMIMS. Does any of this sound legitimately like, are people like, yes, all these happen to be true? Not. And then Sahil accusing me of stealing his jokes, and I'm like, you don't have jokes. I mean, how can you steal one that does not exist?
No, but I think it became, the purpose was served. It beat TVF and it became viral.
I'll tell you what the actual, I'll tell you the actual purpose of this whole thing. The actual purpose of this was that I was bored and I was like, let's screw around a little bit and entertain people and behave like, you know what, if you've ever seen WWE, I was like Triple H, okay, where I was just like playing the bad guy just to facilitate shit. What we're going to do is on Saturday from 5 to 9 o'clock on my YouTube channel, which is Panned on Fire, all the boys are going to come together and we're going to pretend to fight for about 4 hours.
Like, subscribe.
And we're going to raise money. And we're going to raise money for charity. That's the whole purpose of the whole thing. It's not like for time pass.
Like, subscribe and follow. What is the
Panned on Fire. You know what? I gotta love this. All the way there says, Rishabh, you're too cute. I saw you at IIM Gwalior conference. Ooh, this is nice for you. I was love at first sight. I've been following you since day one. You're super cute. Rishabh, I love you.
There's another one that reads, say, how does Saurabh look so clean every day?
But there's nothing left, right? So when there's nothing left to cleanse, all you need to do is put lotion and you're suddenly like the cleanest man on earth. So yeah. Dude, you know what? I feel like this is like I'm the guest and people are just like, hey, Rishabh, you're really cute.
I'm not the subject to make the jokes on. but no,
hey Rishabh, you got to give credit, by the way. Let me give some background on Rishabh and me in the IIMUN. Okay, this has got to be discussed, and I'll prove to you what a great person I am. Okay, in 2018. No, we have to say this. The country, was it 18 or 19?
What are you?
Was it 18?
आप क्या बात कर रहे हो?
The US tour.
मैं I'm no idea.
So IIMUN had called me and they're like, hey, we'd love to have you in a conference in the US. And I'm like, of course, America. I love America. America's a great country. I will come. And then at the last minute, 2 weeks prior, we didn't happen. So I'm just saying, despite that, I'm here to support you, you cute Gwalior boy.
Love you, yaar. मैं सच बोलूं, you know, business class ticket है ना, that Shashi Tharoor took away. Yeah. Then there was only one business class ticket. So then he said that I want to fly business only. So then we had to cut down somebody's name. So then we cut my name. And then after that we had to cut down somebody else's name. So then we cut your name.
You know what? The option I was given, I remember, was that, hey, can you take a flight which is via and it was a flight from Mumbai to New York via like Saturn and shit, where it's like, hey, we're just going to take a detour. You have to fly whatever, half a light year away to Saturn and then take a detour. And then also on the way, you get to go to Egypt.
We were sending you to Korea, buddy. We were sending you to the place which nobody's gone. You were going from here to Pyongyang, and from Pyongyang you were going to go to Washington.
Oh yeah, this is North Korea. No, but listen, I still got to say, you guys are nice people. I did one conference for you guys in IIMUN in Mumbai ages back, and it was great fun. It was, I think we scandalized about 2,000 students that day by making dirty, filthy jokes. 3,000, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and you became an author after that. You decided to write.
Oh no, I had written. I was trying to sell books that time.
I remember. I was the one who came with the first book and said, sir, please autograph, sir. Ek autograph, sir. And you were like, nahi, main nahi dunga. Per autograph I charge $10.
Yeah, that's roughly what I charge. And by the way, you know what? I did that conference thinking, because I'd written a book. I'd written a novel called Under Delhi then, and I was like, hey, there's 3,000 students, and I'll sell my book for a cheap price to 3,000 students. Now, usually you're like, hey, maybe 1% people will buy, right? Which is like, whatever, 30 people or whatever. The total number of people who bought books was Rishabh.
Can you see the butterflies? Can you see the butterflies? They're flying away, Saurabh. They're flying away. No, but it's wonderful.
But I remember it was a fun show, yeah.
It's wonderful having you, Baba. It is. I'm very, very grateful for you doing this. But tell me, how are you spending your time in quarantine?
Dude, I'm busier right now than I have been. I know a lot of your people who will be tuning in will be like students and stuff like that.
Kanis, hello Kanis. Kanis is asking, how many lives do you do in a day, Saurabh?
I'm everywhere. I'm so desperate for attention that I show up everywhere. Anybody asks, I'm like, yes. You mean I get to talk to people and try and win people, love a little bit? Of course I'll be there. For free, even better. Please, somebody like me. I'm a desperate man.
I wish that was true, yaar. I wish that was true. We would have got you first. But I know you're keeping yourself really busy, yaar. How are you? What are you doing? What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Listen, I know a lot of you guys are studying and all that stuff. I don't know how many people are in the studying age, but like I think as a comedian, the thing is most of our money is made when we're traveling. Right now, there's no traveling involved, so you got to figure out more things to do with yourself. So I'm working on my fourth book. I am doing a podcast for Audible, which is already up on Audible Suno, which is a English podcast. First time I'm trying it, which is called Comedian Quarantine Telling Kahaniyan. And also doing interviews with international comedians, one with Jim Gaffigan, who's an American comedian, one of the top comedians in the planet is. coming up in 2 days. So I'm keeping myself very busy, and I would suggest you do the same. Exploit this lockdown, okay? Don't let this lockdown get your cock down. I don't know what I said. I apologize.
कुछ तो करो ना कुछ तो करो ना.
I will just shake my head in sadness.
No, but honestly, if you remember, there were two people who bought your book. One was me, okay, and the second one was you yourself, who said, "मैं भी एक खरीद लेता हूँ." The same happened to me. I also wrote a book called An Open Mic, okay, and it has nothing to do with stand-up comedy, right? So it has everything to do about like how an introvert like me landed up talking so much that people said, "Arey bas, baba bas karo." So I also went to an IMON conference, and I told the guys I went to Gwalior. Incidentally, somebody from Gwalior said, hello. So I went to Gwalior and I said, "Ye book bahut achhi hai." And I didn't publish it. There were people who were ready to publish it. So Penguin, all these guys were like, "Haan, we'll publish it. We'll make sales, this, that, etc." So I said, "No, I will self-publish it because I'll make more money." So I self-published it. I went out there, and there was this one kid who came to me and who said, Sir, can I buy your book? I said, please, koi kharid nahi raha." In my mind, I was like, yeah, of course, why not? Yeah. So I said, sir, autograph. So I said, 10 rupees per autograph. My guru has taught me this, and I will follow this through. So whatever you teach me, Saurabh, remember, I'm going to utilize that same thing for generations to come. So teach me the right stuff. Don't teach me the wrong stuff.
Rishabh, I gotta ask you a very legit question, which is that what is up with the length of your forefingers nails? You're like, you're like one of those guys in the streets who has one long like pinky finger nail to unscrew things. Oh my god, dude! Are you getting ready for the lockdown in case you have to fight for groceries and shit? It's like I'm suddenly Wolverine. It's like, no, this Loki is mine.
This Bhindi is mine. Loki I don't like. Bhindi is mine.
Yeah, you're getting ready. Yeah.
But tell me, in Tum Bhi Karo Na, that's the second part. Okay, so it just gets even more. It gets even more interesting. So in Tum Bhi Karo Na, what do you recommend that young people do sitting at home? And please recommend the right things.
Well, the first thing I would say is steal from your parents, okay? Because they won't expect it right now. Your parents are really busy with other stuff. So at this point is the perfect juncture for you guys to start stealing stuff from your parents. Because they're very preoccupied with like trying to make things work and work extra and stuff like that. So, dude, perfect crime. Just go into your parents' locker or cupboard and steal some money from them. It's the perfect crime. Second crime is that use the money that you've done to stolen from your parents to invest in a house, right? Invest in a small 1 BHK or whatever. I'm saying you have to make this a big theft. And then I think this is the future. This is how you grow as a person. And I would say that this is the perfect time to invest with stolen money. And yeah, I think this is as students, nobody would expect it because you guys seem like dignified. I am UN, right? Correct. The UN is an organization which is like moralistically upright. Your parents are like, "Tumne mera paisa chura." You're like, "Mummy, I'm from IMUN. Main aisa kabhi nahi karta, mummy. Oh my God, Papa." And they'll be like, "Yeah, such है." So I think it's a good time to start stealing.
Did you audition for the role of Rashesh Sarabhai in Sarabhai vs. Sarabhai?
Yeah, I did. They rejected me. They said I was just too good looking for the role. I've got that a lot. A lot of roles that show up and they're just like, "Bhai, tu bahut sexy hai. Please don't embarrass the rest of us." In fact, that's why Harman Baweja quit Bollywood. So he just saw it and he was like, "Dude."
Do you show them the tooth that is missing? And that is the reason why
it's not a tooth that's missing, Rishabh, with your long nails. Actually, what happened was that I was just talking to Rishabh once, and he pointed at me with his sharp nails, and that point made a gap right in the middle of this thing with his sharp, ridiculous nails. Like he's a dentist without realizing it. So Rishabh stabbed me in my face, is what I'm trying to say.
It's Dr. Rishabh Shah, Baba. I've got a doctorate.
You got a doctorate for what?
In philosophy.
That is next level useless. Did you actually get a philosophy degree?
No, yeah. You think I can barely read books? Where will I go and write a thesis and then get a doctorate? Yeah. If I ever got a doctorate, I'd get a doctorate in dentistry. Then I'll come and fix the tooth. Yeah.
You know what? See, this is what I like about everybody in the world, right? Everybody's like pretending to be woke, and it's like, hey, let's not do fat shaming and let's not do anybody's body. And the second they come to me, they're like, hey, टकला तेरा gap का टिप क्यों है? ए साले ugly बदसूरत साले तुझे कोई पसंद नहीं. Oh, dude, you guys are just like 1 second you're like, please don't fat shame, okay? It's not nice. This is gap shaming, is all I'm trying to say. See, victim. That's another thing I want to recommend to all students out there. Always be the victim in any story because it makes other people think that you're a winner. Anything that happens to you, just say this is circumstance and everything that's happened. मैं अपने parents का पैसा इसलिए चुराया because like they were just not giving me stuff and I had a tortured childhood. Just so this is what I would say. Okay, steal money from your parents. That's one, right? Advice. Second is always be a victim because that really trends on social media, right? The more you tell people that, oh my God, मेरा तो पूरा जिंदगी बहुत बकवास है, people are like, oh, मैं तेरे साथ है. So that really helps in social media. And the third thing I would say is that do an online course. See, I have to make one legit one.
In what? An online course in what?
In stealing, in hacking. Become a hacker also. But listen, seriously, what are you doing with your time, Rishabh? What are you doing? How are you achieving success in your life?
I can sense the sarcasm in that question also. Achieving success in my life, I don't know. What I'm definitely doing is I'm keeping out of the kitchen. So that is one thing that is very successful in the house. Food is going good. I don't clean my own bedroom, which is also very nice because then it remains clean. And the rest of the time, I'm troubling people like you, yeah, because there's nothing to do. Like my factories are shut, so there's nothing that I can do. So what I do is I call up people like this wonderful guy that you can see on your screen, the Tom Cruise of India. Can you see him? Guys, can you see the Tom Cruise of India who's with me? So I call up the Tom Cruise of India and I tell him saying, Baba, 5 minutes hai aapke paas, to aap aa jaiye na.
You know what? This is another suggestion I would make is everybody please learn how to cook. Okay, just correcting to your kitchen thing. Just fucking learn how to cook. It's great to learn how to cook. It's very easy to learn how to cook. It's a wonderful thing you can do for other people. I used to bake cakes when I was 11 years old, and that's one of the reasons I was 86 kilos by the time I was 14 because I used to make cakes for other people and then say and then eat them myself. But generally, dude, this is a life skill. A lot of you are going to go out there and you're going to have like careers abroad and all that shit. And that's when it's going to be like, oh shit, now I don't know how to make French toast and I'm just going to starve to death. So just go out there and cook some food, man. Dude, you know what I love? I love friends of mine during this lockdown, okay, who, like I've lived alone for a really long period in my life. And I've cleaned things and I've whatever, cooked and cleaned and all this stuff. Friends of mine who've never lived alone.
And all of that and.
Yeah, I've cleaned. I don't know where your mind is, Rishabh. I don't know how IIM has given you this platform with your long nails and your disgusting sense of humor. With a classy guy like me, you know. I find
with the tooth and the smile.
I'm a very clean comedian, and I don't like this kind of dirty content at all. Jiggy, by the way, I got to answer two people. One person said that there are two very nice bags. One is my wife's bag and one is my bag. We bought couple bags. That's how romantic we are. And somebody said that Jigit Sin says Rishabh is a wonderful cook. Are you a wonderful cook or?
Of course. Jixtin has come home and had wonderful food. That's why she's saying that I make wonderful food. But which Rishabh she is talking about, I do not know. But the problem is, I think apart from cooking, I think another skill set is that we can read your books here. And for every book currently sold, remember 50% royalty goes to IIMUN.
You know what? It won't be the first time that IIMUN has not made me any money. You know, the IIMUN is exactly like the UN. Nobody makes money out of you guys.
That's why it's called IIMUN. No, that's why we added the UN in it.
Yeah, dude, read my books. Yeah.
These guys are legend, guys. All of you guys who are listening to me, the millions who are listening to me right now, what you need to do is you need to, and this video is going to be recorded and sent to people. So actually, quite honestly, people will see this. You need to read these guys' books because it actually is a lot of fun. So recommend one book that people should read from the books you've written.
So I was one of the co-writers of the dictionary, the English dictionary. A lot of entries are mine. No, but okay, I will tell you 3 books that I've written. The first book is called The Wednesday Soul. It's a story about what happens after you die, which is a fictional whatever story. The second one is called Under Delhi, which is about a girl who goes after a falsely acquitted rapist in Delhi, which is a very hard, angry, and still funny book. And the third one is Pavan the Flying Accountant, which is about the last Vanar from Hanuman's army in the current scenario, fighting a subtle battle with China. And all these things, if you're a fan of fiction, specifically like fantasy and all that stuff, you'll really enjoy it. Check it out, and also go to youtube.com/PandanFire on Saturday. All of the EIC boys, everyone is going to be on the channel from 5 to 9, and we're going to do a full blowout. It's going to be super fun. So check that out. After you steal your parents' money, don't forget that. Let that be the one advice that I will keep giving. And okay, see, here's the thing.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
No, go on.
I'm saying, see, usually people go for cash, right? Don't go for cash. Go for checkbooks and ATM cards and all that kind of stuff. Be upgrade, okay? That's what our Prime Minister was trying to teach us, is digital India. So go digital, steal their mutual fund stuff, and also make it to the neighbors. Like, go to your neighbor's house and say, Uncle Dahi chahiye, and before they can do anything, you've got their bank account. So this is what I recommend.
From the dahi, how do you get from the dahi? How do you go and reach the bank account, Baba?
I thought you'd never ask. Okay, so here's what you do. You go to uncle's house. Let's say his name is Jagdish. And you say, Jagdish, uncle, please thoda dahi chahiye. You wear a mask and everything, social distancing. And he goes to get you the dahi, right? Now you kick the dahi in his face, right? And while he's struggling with whatever, you throw him out of the window. I don't know, this is gone really weird. You just steal everything from Jagdish, uncle. I don't know why I'm recommending. None of this is real, okay? Don't quote me later and say tomorrow it's trending like Takla unknown comedian guiding children and whatever the shit say.
But this is like your EIC video. This is going to start trending, I'm sure. And people are going to be like, so Saurabh Pant recommends young boys and girls to go to their neighbor's house and steal after throwing dahi on the neighbor's face.
You're misquoting me. You're absolutely misquoting me. First I said that you steal from your parents, then your neighbors. Because charity begins at home. You must start at home.
I am a showman who's masquerading as a journalist, my friend. That is the reason why. Now, a lot of people have joined because 6:30, 7 o'clock is usually when I do this live. So now people who are used to this time have joined us. Let me take you to the most fun part of this Kuch To Karo Na. It is called 21 questions in rapid fire, but I won't ask you 21 questions. I'll ask you 5 or 6 questions in rapid fire.
Sure.
Question 1. Which is your favorite political party?
Twitter. it's a great political party. Dude, you know what? How long I realized it would take. I was doing a bet with myself, okay? And I know this is not rapid fire, but whatever. I'm a guest, so I'll say what I want.
Yeah.
But the terrible thing that was COVID-19 broke out, right? In my head, I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take for Twitter to start talking about this on communal lines, on political lines, and on sexist lines. And I am not exaggerating. The answer is 2.5 hours. That's how long it took. We have to go like, yes, forget COVID. Let us discuss the thing that we hate. Like, what is wrong with all of you people, dude? And you know what I love is that every one of these people they'll have one tweet that says, "This is the time for us to unite as one and fight this disease together." And 2 tweets later, "Wo wale dharam wala aise hote hai." And I'm like, dude, just what is this?
Ram Mandir yahi banega.
No comment. I don't go specific on anything, man.
Of course. That video on EIC was harmless.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to clarify since some of you are still confused. Okay, Sahil is one of my closest friends. Atul is one of my closest friends. They're all pieces of shit, and I hate them dearly, and I wish them death. And that's why we're uniting on Saturday to do this on my YouTube channel.
No, I'm pretty sure all those people who listen, when you look like that, I think you can audition for the role of Joker in that movie Batman, the Indian version.
You know what? I like how you had to clarify the Joker from the Batman. Like a lot of people are like, हाँ वो दूसरा वाला जो Joker था ना, संजय दत्त की जो फिल्म थी, याद है 1990s में संजय दत्त ने बनाई थी, we're like, hey, Bidu, hey, my joker, Harry. Why so serious? I love doing such a.
Achha, okay, tell me. Next question. Okay. Your favorite anchor, 9 p.m. anchor. Your favorite journalist.
I would say my dad because I put on any TV in front of him and then he starts commenting on his own this thing, and I think dads and moms are my favorite commentators on any political this thing, because initially this sounds so nice and this thing, and then after 2 drinks the real truths come out and it's great fun. Dude, can you imagine if Arnab did any of his broadcasts drunk? Like the kind of stuff that would come out. Holy cow, dude, it would be great. Oh my god, every channel would shut down.
But I think a lot of channels are going to take over what you guys do. Yeah, they're becoming entertainment shows at 9 p.m. That said, moving to a less controversial issue, who is your favorite comedian? And name one inspiration.
So there's this comedian.
Minus me, anybody else?
I mean, I wasn't planning to exclude you, so that's fine. I would say one of my favorite comedians is this guy called Paurab Sant. He's one of terrific comedians. No, but I would say, you know who I love, and I'll tell you Indian comedians and I'll tell you comedians abroad. Okay, Indian comedians that constantly make me laugh. Biswa is hilarious. Varun Grover is damn funny. Anirban Dasgupta is hilarious. These three probably like are top of the line for me of people I find funny. I enjoy Sahil on stage when he's prepared material occasionally, which happens once in a few months.
Sahil is my school friend. I'm going to send him this video.
Are you from St. Mary's?
No, yeah, I'm from Green Lawns. Yeah, I'm from the lawns where everything was green, but we couldn't find green lawns.
That's a child with St. Mary's. I used to bully him about that for a while and then bully back. And I'll tell you, abroad comedians, there's a lot of people you got to watch. There's Michelle Wolf, who's awesome. There is Bill Burr, who's just beyond everybody. Jim Gaffigan is great. There's a guy called Brian Regan. There's James A. Caster, Stuart Lee. There's a lot of comedians. So when we talk about comedians, I got a whole list, bro. Yeah. And Cyrus Brocha is also fun, man. Cyrus Brocha, I don't think he does stand-up as such, but I have not seen anybody be a funnier host than Cyrus Brocha, man. That dude is so quick. Holy shit, dude. I did his podcast, okay, and it was amazing because I showed up at his podcast with my expectation going like, I will occasionally interrupt Cyrus, and that's it. Because he has way more to say, and it was way funny, so great.
Cyrus is a crazy guy, yeah. But the only time I saw Cyrus a little worried was when Subhash Chandra Goyal, the owner of Z, was going on for 1 hour. And he was moderating at one of our conferences, okay? Listen, you should also come next time, yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. Because Cyrus gets scared of these guys, yeah. So he says, Arey Baba, wo mera ZTV ka connection kaat dega to kya hoga? So he didn't interrupt. The only person that I've seen him not interrupt is Subhash Chandra Goyal. Do you know why? He ऐसा खुल के नहीं बोला. What happened? Do you know what is the inside? What might be the inside story?
So I have the inside scoop on Cyrus Brocha, and ages back when Cyrus was part of MTV, he decided that he needs to diversify his portfolio into other channels. So way back then, all the money that Cyrus Brocha used to earn in MTV, he used to invest 40% of that income into Z. And you can research this anywhere you want on the internet and all that stuff. So Cyrus is very obviously got agendas with Z. He's one of the top owners. You remember when this controversy broke out about HDFC Bank, 1% of their entire thing being bought by the Bank of China?
Correct.
Cyrus Brocha is the same with Z. He's got an investment portfolio of about 4 to 7% in Z. And there is no way you can not verify this. And that's the only reason Cyrus did not let Mr. Goyal talk. This is a fact and irrefutable, and it's true.
And people know this. It's there on the internet. It's on Wikipedia.
It's there on Wikipedia. Yeah. Just 10 minutes after this ends, then go see Cyrus's Wikipedia entry and you'll find it edited there.
No, because I only believe Wikipedia. I only believe Wikipedia. I don't believe any other source.
Yeah.
So, but
Cyrus is here. Oh my god. I don't think he is. I don't think Cyrus Brocha wastes his time watching anyone's Instagram live. He's like, look at these amateurs. I don't think he gives a shit.
Is this the same reason you don't comment on the Ambanis? Is this the same reason that we don't see any spoofs, any jokes on the Ambani family? Because you're secretly invested. You're secretly invested in Reliance. Today, said the nation wants to know: is Saurabh Pant an investor in Reliance? This is my next question.
Rishabh, you have asked a very controversial question, and I just want to tell you that this is the time I want to reveal this. Okay, I was born in 1981, right? And for the longest time, my parents, who I found out much later were my caretakers, I found out some documents while I was trying to steal money from them, like I suggested to all of you guys, and I found out adoption papers, and the adoption papers very clearly said that I was adopted not only from the Ambanis but also adopted from Reliance itself. The company had adopted me, not the family. My father is Reliance and my mother is ADAG. This is a fact that I found out very recently. So the reason I don't make fun of the Ambanis is because I don't make fun of my parents.
And this is what we wanted to know. Today, ladies and gentlemen, please note that this man out here is not any ordinary man. He has been adopted by not Mr. Ambani or Mrs. Ambani, but he's adopted by the entire company. So the Gucci and Armani that you see behind, those are the little investments he makes as donation. So you're gifting me your BMW, correct? You're gifting us a BMW.
Listen, man, I'm a very generous guy. Somebody just asked me, he's like, bro, I want a BMW. I'm like, you know what? Done. So, Rishabh, here's what I would say. Look out of your window in the next 1 hour, okay? And the BMW will arrive. It'll be, it's a new subtle kind of BMW, which is like a camouflage BMW, right? So if you look directly at it, it's like that invisible cloak of Harry Potter, right? You can't see it.
Correct.
Right. But you just go there and sit on something and it'll appear. So it's worth 17 crores. By the way, can I tell you an actual story? And this is a real thing. I had done an entire set which was planning to release literally around the IPL, which is about me performing at Antilla in the Ambani's house. It's all a true story. It's an actual story.
Really?
Where I performed for the Mumbai Indians in Antilla, and I'd done an entire stand-up set which I had recorded, and I was aiming to release it right about now. And that's when this whole COVID started. So
can you release? Do you want to release 1-2 jokes out here? We promise we won't tell anyone. Yeah. I won't send this video to Akash or Isha. Don't worry. I don't know them. I know them. They don't know me.
It's a very long bit, and there's not even one bit from that bit that I can say in I am UN official without somebody accusing me of spreading filth among children or young adults. Oh, by the way, if you're a young adult, please read Philip Pullman's book Dark Materials Trilogy. If you haven't read it, it's great. I don't know why I mentioned that. Just go ahead and do it.
Is it very similar to that sitcom Game of Thrones? No.
No, that sitcom, no, it's not similar. It's kind of similar. It's a fantasy. So yeah. But let's ask you know what? I love this rapid fire where I'm taking 11 minutes to answer each question. It's so close. This is a rapid fire with machine guns made in China. Which is just like, oh shit, I shouldn't have bought.
It's like Zoom, Baba. It's like that video application called Zoom. You must utilize it and remember not to ever press the button record, because it's any which way recording you. So you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
Write an email to zinshin@zinshin.com and they will give it back to you. But tell me now, the $1 million question that I want to ask you, on answering this question, I will transfer 1 million Zimbabwean dollars. 1 full million Zimbabwean dollars into your bank account.
What is the question?
The question is this. Which is your favorite platform to perform for, free of cost? There are two options. One is IIMUN, and the second is India's international movement to unite nations. The nation wants to know which is your favorite platform.
You know what? I know that multiple choice questions are basically a fabrication to teach kids about rote learning, and I'm an independent thinker myself. So what I'm going to say is that my favorite channel to perform free content is IIMUN's very own channel, youtube.com/pantonfire, where a lot of free content is available on a regular basis. It's sponsored by IIMUN official. Pantonfire, yeah, youtube.com. That's Pantonfire. Dude, I really love IIMUN, man. It's great.
No, this is quite honestly, I really love the fact that what you're doing on your YouTube channel. I have not seen any of the videos, but I love what you're doing out there. It's phenomenal. I think it's the most amazing stuff that you've put out there. And before I let you go, I'm going to take 1 or 2 questions from the audience here, because they've been very patient and they've heard the two of us. More specifically, they've heard me. So I'm going to take one question. The question is, I want to do stand-up, but I don't know where to start.
So Kesh B, I will tell you that this is the weirdest time to want to be a comedian, because there's a stand-up comedy happening for at least the next 4 months. If it is, but again, if you want to start being a stand-up comedian, it's like any other job. Do all the due research that you need to do, which is that watch as much stand-up as you can. And I'm saying it's literally like any other job, except all your training happens on the job. And the only way you can actually be a comedian is by getting on stage every goddamn day. And as right now it's not possible, what I would suggest is just consume as much content as you can. Watch a shit ton of stand-up. Watch, if you want to start with it. Huh?
Watch Pant on Fire.
Yeah, youtube.com says Pant on Fire. But I'll actually recommend Indian comedians that I like. Start with Anubhav Bassi's last stand-up set was great. This was always funny. Grover's hilarious. Prashasti is awesome. There's a lot of really funny content. So start with that. Consume as much as you can, and then eventually once you're ready, once the stand-up thing starts, you'll be ready to perform and destroy all the rest of our careers. I believe in you, Kesh B. You can. Hey, by the way, is your name an insult on me, where you're just calling yourself Kesh just for screwing around with my head? This feels like a personal attack.
You seem to read everyone's minds, and the last question I want to ask you is, what inspires you? Yeah, मतलब आपका inspiration क्या है? Like, how do you come up with all these jokes on a daily basis? Yeah.
Well, I usually what I do is that oh God, this creepy old man called Atul Khatri is here saying #justice for horny Sindhi. Dude, Atul man, this is a platform for young children to develop their minds, not to listen to your garbage about, I mean, creepy shit like horny Sindhi and all. You're perpetuating it out here. Dude, how are you getting him? How are you getting this horny Sindhi character?
In my defense, I called up Sahil. Sahil said 2.5 lakh. Then I called you up. You said 1.5 lakh. Then Atul said I will come for free. So I said okay, chalo theek hai. Atul ko leke aate.
Dude, do you realize that Atul's age equals to the age of 4 IIM UN members combined? Like, he is that old. He's older than the UN. Atul was around when UN used to be called, what was it called before? WTO, right? Is that what it was called? I am just screwing that up. Dude, Atul was around when the newspapers came announcing what, he's so old, dude. And listen, I really appreciate you calling Atul, because I mean, he's an old man. So every Instagram live could be his last. So you always support these kind of old people and bring them on. Help them.
I'm sure his first minute is going to go in roasting you in return. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell you right. League of Nations. Thank you so much, Dhawan Dad Abhishek. That's what it was. See, Dhawan Dad Abhishek is actually one of these agents of Atul Khatri, and Atul Khatri told him, he's like, hey, Brady is it? I'll tell you what Atul said. Oh, hey, what is this? Wait, I've forgotten my Atul accent. 1 second. Hey, what is this? Huh? You bring only suckers? Huh? What has he got? He's got the number of jokes he's got is equal to the number of hair on his head. My wife doesn't love me. I'm a Sindhi. He has so much hair. He's pumped. He has no hair. It's like me walking around without pants. Huh? And then you say some abuse and talk about Justin Bieber. It's just standard.
So it's an old man commenting on Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Atul is a friend, so I hate him.
And now the two of you have become friends of the organization, and I am very grateful because we will continue to call you to perform free for the rest of your life. but 2 tickets to New York are on me.
Business class, not with stops via Egypt.
Okay, we will take you through Pyongyang and then from Pyongyang to Washington. But like this.
Just one last thing I want to say. Yeah, I just want to say a couple of things. Okay, on a serious note. Okay, a lot of you guys are young, and I know everybody's trapped at their house and stuff. And while this seems like hey, I'm stuck at home and all that stuff, please use this time wisely and discover a new skill, like whether it's cooking or hacking into the actual United Nations, or figuring out the vaccine for COVID-19, or also just like trying to figure out a very subtle way of poisoning Atul Khatri. Like these are things you can do with your time on a regular basis. So I'm just saying that don't. And also, by the way, if you're being useless and not doing anything, like playing games, and you're like, "Arey, I'm feeling absolutely useless," that's fine. You can have moments to yourself where you are just not being, what is the word, creative or constructive. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's cool. You can take a break for a while. And also, I would say that I want to quote very old ex-chairperson Ban Ki-moon and Boutros Ghali. Both of them have said at some stage that
Boutros Ghali?
head to youtube.com/PantOnFire is my favorite channel. And 5 to 9 on Saturday, all of East India Comedy is going to be uniting for charity. We're going to raise money for some either doctors for PPE or something like that. We're going to do it. Boutros Ghali himself said this, and talking about Ghalis, Atul Khatri is here.
Boutros Ghali was Secretary General when Atul Khatri was in school. So I'm glad that you remember Boutros Ghali. Because
I was.
Nobody remembers.
I like to keep up with these old people, right? To try and figure out what they're doing. And also, like when you're talking to him, like he doesn't know all the cool things that us young people, right? Like young people, the songs that we young people listen to, right? Like Rolling Stones and Kishore Kumar, like which young people like us we listen to all the time. I mean, dude, Atul is like still not discovered music, right? He's in a cave, like listening to cave paintings. He listens to cave paintings. That's how old Atul Khatri is.
You do realize that he's coming right after this, right? And you do realize that he's seeing me, and that is why I'm not making any comment. But those 2 tickets, just to leave you on the final thing that I need to tell you, so that then we can have him come and roast you, which will be a lot of fun. But the final thing I need to tell you is that offer of 2 tickets business class to New York via Pyongyang only lasts till 3rd May. So before 3rd May, if you want to go, only then can I sponsor it. After 3rd May, you'll have to contact the butterflies.
Rishabh, okay, you know what? You know what? You think you're so smart, okay? I'd love to see the tickets. I will go to see the tickets. You have such a massive flaw in your plan. It's like, hey, मैं भेजेगा तेरे को. I want to see those tickets. And by the way, right now is a good time to go via North Korea because they're waiting to figure out who is to be accused for the death of their premier. So I see what you're trying to do.
Smart, very smart. It's very smart. From Mossad to Raw. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure talking.
Thanks a lot, man.
It was a pleasure talking to you, buddy. Lots of fun, lots of entertainment, and quite honestly, lot of roasting of Atul Khatri, which I.
Listen, I know he's going to come and do the same thing. But I will tell you guys, thanks a lot for having me. I really appreciate it. You guys are a nice platform, and I like that you guys love your own INUN, and obviously it means something to you guys, and that's a nice thing to have a bunch of people who you can relate to and who are working towards the same thing. I never had that when I was with East India Comedy, so I'm sure it's refreshing. So I'm just saying it's a nice thing, and you know what? If you're young people, please be hopeful and please don't be cynical about shit. You guys are at a place in a generation, despite all the stuff that's happening with COVID. All of this is going to pass, and you guys have a lot of stuff. You're the first Indian generation that has the choice to have way more careers than our parents even dreamed of. And our parents and their parents and people beyond that of Atul's age, all of these people didn't have these options. So please be hopeful and please don't fall for the cynicism and all the insanity that perpetuates itself on social media. Anything can be done. So, yeah.
And smile before you go. Smile for the camera before you go.
Is that nice?
Colgate is sponsoring our next show.
Yeah. Dude, this is perfect because my kids are going to enter this room in exactly 2 minutes. So this is perfect ending. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Bye.